Former USC and Green Bay Packers linebacker Clay Matthews was a freak of nature. 6'3", 255 pounds, he ran a 4.58 at the NFL Combine. He could rush the passer, drop into coverage, and play multiple spots across the front seven. He's a six-time Pro Bowler, led the league in sacks in his second season. He's one of the most versatile linebackers in NFL history. Why am I bringing him up? Because I watched every snap of a 6'4", 243-pound former five-star safety who voluntarily moved to linebacker at Ohio State. Put up 100 tackles in his first year at the position, became PFF's highest-rated tackler in all of college football in his second year, and he won a national championship along the way. Most linebackers have to learn coverage. This dude already knew it. Who is Sonny Styles? I'm about to tell you right now. Sonny Styles comes out of Pickerington, Ohio, and this is a football family. His father, Lorenzo Styles Sr., was a third-round pick in the 1995 NFL Draft. He played 6 seasons in the league and won a Super Bowl with the 1999 St. Louis Rams, greatest show on turf. His older brother, Lorenzo Jr., played at Notre Dame before transferring to Ohio State to play alongside Sonny. At Pickerington Central, Styles put up 88 career tackles and 6 interceptions. He led his team to a Division I state runner-up finish, but here's what set him apart early. He was doing all of this as a safety. A 6'4" safety with that kind of ball production, scouts couldn't look away. 24/7 Sports ranked him as a 5-star, number 8 overall, and the number 1 safety in the entire class of 2022. He chose Ohio State over Clemson, Alabama, and Notre Dame. Styles arrived in Columbus as a true freshman in 2022. 9 tackles, backup safety, learning the system, no rush. Sophomore year in 2023, now he's starting. 12 games at free safety, 53 tackles, 4.5 tackles for a loss, and 2 sacks. Ohio State also played him at slot corner. The range was obvious, the versatility was obvious, but at this point, Sonny Styles was a safety, a very good safety, not the type of player he was about to become. Because what happened next changed everything. Spring 2024, Ohio State lands Caleb Downs, the best safety in college football as a transfer from Alabama. Most guys would see that and feel threatened. Sonny Styles volunteered to move to linebacker. Think about that. A 5-star safety starting for 2 years has put me at linebacker because that's what the team needs. And in his first full season at the position, 100 tackles, 10.5 tackles for a loss, 6 sacks, 5 pass breakups, 1 forced fumble, second team All Big Ten, PFF grade of 87.3 as a first-year linebacker. Now the adjustment was real. His missed tackle rate set at 18.4%. He was still learning the position, but the raw production at a position he'd never played, that told you everything about the ceiling. Let's talk numbers because Sonny Styles' 2025 senior season was surgical. 82 tackles, 6.5 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, 1 interception, 3 pass breakups, 1 forced fumble. And here's the one that jumps off the page. 0 penalties. All season on roughly 700 defensive snaps, this young man didn't commit a single penalty. The discipline is elite. But the signature stat, PFF graded Sonny Styles as the highest graded tackler in all of college football in 2025. He missed 1 tackle the entire season. His missed tackle rate dropped from 18.4% as a junior to 2.2% as a senior. That's not an improvement. That's a transformation. In coverage, and this is where the safety background shows up, he allowed just 6.3 yards per reception in 2025. For a linebacker, 6.3. Most linebackers in the Big Ten can't sniff that number. Styles' 2025 award haul tells you everything about how the college football world viewed him by the end. First team All Big Ten, first team All-American by Sporting News, second team All-American by AP, The Athletic. He was a team co-captain, and here's the one that matters most to me. He was selected as the Block 0 jersey recipient. If you don't know Ohio State football, let me explain. The Block 0 is the number 0 jersey, and it's Ohio State's highest leadership honor. It's voted on by the team. It goes to the player who best represents the program. Sonny Styles wore number 0 his senior year. When you turn on Sonny Styles' tape, a few things jump off the screen immediately. This isn't a guy who just runs to the ball and hopes for the best. Styles wraps up, drives through, finishes with textbook technique on just about every single rep. The 2.2% missed tackle rate isn't a fluke. You can see it on the film. He arrives under control, squares his target, and puts them on the ground. PFF graded him the best tackler in all of college football for a reason. This translates immediately to the NFL. Coaches don't have to fix his tackling, it's already there. Second, The coverage instincts are his superpower. This is what separates Styles from every other linebacker in this class. He reads route concepts in zone like a defensive back because he was one. He mirrors tight ends. He sits in windows. He anticipates throws before they happen. 6.3 yards per reception allowed in 2025. Most linebackers are liabilities in coverage. Styles is an asset. When you turn on the tape, you see a linebacker who moves like a safety in space. NFL offensive coordinators cannot exploit this dude the way they exploit most linebackers. Third, the sideline to sideline range is absurd. 4.48 speed at 243 pounds. He closes the gap that other linebackers physically cannot reach. The Cotton Bowl against Texas, 9 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble. That was a national stage game against one of the best offenses in the country. And Styles was the best player on the field. He's not just fast for a linebacker. He covers ground like a safety because, again, he was one. Fourth, the versatility is a defensive coordinator's dream. Ohio State used Styles at will. Mike slid him back to safety in sub packages. He's played slot corner. He's rushed the passer. He's dropped into deep thirds. The chess piece flexibility is real, and defensive coordinators are going to love it. You can move him around pre-snap and create confusion without ever putting a liability on the field. Now look, no prospect is perfect, and scouts have some concerns about Sonny Styles, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all. First, play action vulnerability. He bites hard on fakes. When a quarterback shows run, Styles vacates his gap responsibility and attacks downhill. That's his safety instincts working against him. NFL offensive coordinators will test this immediately with RPOs, play action, bootlegs. This is the most flexible concern on the list, but it's going to show up early. Second, play strength against interior offensive line. At 243 pounds, he can get washed by NFL guards climbing to the second level. When a 320-pound guard gets his hands on Styles at the point of attack, there are reps where he may just disappear. He needs to add functional mass without losing that speed. The weight room work matters here. Third, only 2 full seasons at linebacker. He's still learning gap integrity and blocking scheme recognition at the position. The raw tools are elite. You can see it on every snap, but the position refinement is ongoing. Most first-round linebackers have 3 or 4+ years of reps at the position. Styles has 2. The instincts are there. The experience is still catching up. These are real concerns. I'm not going to sugarcoat them. The play action, the play strength, the experience gap are things that separate a good NFL career from a great one. But I'll say this. A dude who went from 18.4% missed tackles to 2.2% in 1 year, he's a fast learner, and fast learners figure it out. My NFL player comparison. When I watch Sonny Styles' game, the comparison that keeps coming to mind is Clay Matthews, former USC great. Both are elite athletes who can rush the passer, drop into coverage, and play multiple spots across the front 7. Matthews was a USC product, went 26th overall to the Packers in 2009, 6-time Pro Bowler, led the league with 19.5 sacks in 2010, and was the definition of a versatile athletic front 7 weapon. Styles has that same DNA, the same ability to line up everywhere, the athleticism to dominate at the NFL level, but here's where Styles might actually have an edge: coverage. Matthews was good in space for his era, but Styles has a genuine safety background. He played the position at an elite level for 2 years. That coverage ability isn't a projection, it's proven. Remember when I said at the top Clay Matthews? Both are versatile athletic freaks who can line up anywhere in the front 7, but Styles has something Matthews never had. 2 years of reps at safety, a coverage foundation that most linebackers spend their entire careers trying to develop. Styles could have left after winning the Natty. He already made the sacrifice, gave up his starting safety job, moved to a new position, and won a ring. Most guys take that and go get paid. Styles came back. He came back to earn the captaincy, came back to earn the block 0, and prove that the safety turned linebacker wasn't just a scheme fit, it is who he is. That's not just talent, that's character you can't coach. Character you can't teach. That's who Sonny Styles is. Remember the name. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more NFL draft prospect profiles. Let me know in the comments which prospect you want me to cover next, and check out the written description. Link is in the video.